Good morning. It's Saturday, July 17th. I'm going to talk about a thought I had yesterday driving around doing my job, making the bus go where it was supposed to go, when it was supposed to go. Um, and it has to do with living in the past, or the present, or the near future, or the future. Okay, so it's going to seem humorous to people I know in the SCA, the Society for Creative Anachronism. But I do think we're in danger of spending too much time living in the past. Uh, some of that is the medieval past that we study, but some of that is our own past when we were, you know, in our 20s or 30s and having great adventures and so forth and so on. And the problem with living in your past that way is that it devalues the present and the people you share the present with, and they notice and and leave. They go somewhere else. Uh, on a human scale, we need to value the people we are with right now and the stories we are generating next weekend or today or whatever. And it's easy to forget that when the past stories seem like they were so wonderful and the present seems like it'll never compete. Well, when you're an artist or a bus driver, you very much have to live in the moment or be in the moment. I mean, it is that particular moment where the pedestrian is crossing in front of your bus, or you're pulling, making the handle just right on the bolt. And over the years, I've been pretty good at being in the moment, even as a daydreamer. Uh, and that bodes well for being a good bus driver and bodes well for being a good artist. Living in the future comes up for me when I'm thinking about the next stage in a complicated project or some upcoming project, or in the case of the writing, you know, where does the story go, or what's the sequel going to be like, and getting involved psychologically with stories that haven't happened yet and that in some ways you are sculpting as the author. Um, and that can come up in non-fictional ways too. I mean, as a parent, people often spend a lot of time living in the future when they're very invested in their child turning out a certain way or doing a certain thing. It's going to actually be a big problem, particularly if you're counting on that child, for instance, getting an athletic scholarship to college or university. That can be the crazy version of living in the future, uh, because there are a lot of things that can derail that, and there's a lot of ways that can make you make unpleasant decisions in the short term. So, however you're living your life, and whatever the requirements are, I guess I'd counsel a balance. And certainly when you're driving, please try to be in the present. It's important for the rest of us to be that as you're driving, you're focused on the here and now. Please. Thank you.